Iron Lung was not a good film. I'm sorry to. I'm not a follower of Markiplier. I have not played the Iron Lung game. I've seen like a couple of scenes from the Iron Lung game. I think I saw the ending and like maybe a little bit of like some of the gameplay, and that was actually a long time ago. It wasn't close to the film. So I feel like if you're not a fan of the material and you're not a fan of Markiplier, it's probably not going to be a good film for you like it was for me. I found it to be incredibly boring. There's really way too much story um, throughout the whole film, and there's a couple of scenes in the end where some stuff actually happens. We'll just put it that way. And it's actually like I will say that, for a film that takes place in one location throughout like almost all of the film, it actually looks really good. It's well acted. Like Markiplier is not a celebrity by any means. He's a YouTube star, but he doesn't do a lot of acting in film. So he did a good job. I will say that his acting was good in the film. All of the voice acting was really good because there's a lot of stuff over the PA. And there's a couple of famous voice actors in the film, and they all did a really good job. The acting was all good. It's just the problem was that the story was story. That's it. It was very slow. I wouldn't even call it a slow burn. Like there's other movies that are slow burns that are actually good, and they have things that feel like they happen in the film that draw you in. A lot of A24 films are like this. Hereditary. What was that one called where they're Midsummer. They were more slow burn films, but they had story elements that drew you in, and some shocking things that may have frightened some or disturbed some. This really didn't have that. I mean, towards the end, there were a couple of really cool scenes. The CG was pretty good when they had CG, and the practical effects were all really great, but it was kind of wasted on a very, very long movie that was just very boring. Um, Last week, I reviewed Return to Silent Hill, which was also a video game adaptation. And while, I have a little bit bias towards that because I am a fan of the game and I could kind of see what they were going for, it wasn't a good film. Like I said, 3 out of 10 for everyone else. 7 out of 10 for me because I just was drawn to it somehow. But 3 out of 10 for everyone else. But the thing is, that movie, like, I would say Iron Lung is a 3 out of 10 as well. But when you compare this to Return to Silent Hill, I would say, is a better film just because of the fact that things actually happened in it. There was actually stuff that happened. So it might not have been a good movie, but at least was more entertaining. Movies should entertain. This movie was boring. It was not entertaining. If I had to compare it to another film, I would say Skinamarink. It was very much as boring as Skinamarink. But Skinamarink, I would say, was even slightly better because it got the atmosphere right. I mean, that Skinamarink was only atmosphere. It was also a very boring film, but it had atmosphere. This, I mean, the location was cool, but it didn't really even nail the atmosphere. I didn't feel much suspense or fear throughout the film. So I would definitely, yeah, this one's a 3 out of 10. I would skip it. I would not waste your money. However, if you're curious, by all means, go ahead and watch it. If you're a fan, go ahead and watch it. For the average moviegoer, I don't think you would enjoy it. So I would recommend skipping this one.